Today we're joined by one of the biggest names in British music, Lethal Bizzle. Thanks very much for joining us.
How you doing, bro?
Yeah, good. You're a massive Arsenal fan, obviously.
Yeah.
Absolutely flying at the moment.
Yeah.
Second place. How do you think the season's gone so far?
We're gonna win the league. Come on, you Gunners. Nah, I'm joking. Nah, it's been good, man. I'm surprised, even myself. Good position. Semi-final FA Cup as well. So hopefully we can hold on to that. But it's been a decent season. If we can stick to our position where we are now, you know, it's progress from last year, and you know, hopefully that means we're only one away from winning the league next year.
Do you think it's a promising sign at the moment? I mean, you're only just behind Chelsea. Next season you can perhaps push on and win it.
Exactly. You know, we've been, you know, having fourth place for how many odd years, and it's not been good enough. And we need to get back into title contention with, you know, the Chelseas, the Man Cities. I think we need to make a few more adjustments to the squad. But yeah, it's definitely progress. I still think we're a few players short to really, you know, pick up the trophy. But like I said, it's been a few hard years of just aiming for fourth place like it was a trophy, and it's not a trophy. Like, we're Arsenal Football Club, you know, we should be winning, you know, the Premier League. You know, we shouldn't be, you know, 10 years still haven't won it yet, and it's been frustrating, as you can imagine, being an Arsenal fan. But yeah, it's good times at the moment, and I just hope that we push on from here and don't think that, you know, this is it, where we're going to win the league next year. No, we need to get stronger, because everyone else is going to get stronger. So we need to definitely be up there with the rest.
Obviously, this summer arrival of Alexis Sanchez revitalised the squad at one point. What do you make of him this season?
Fantastic signing. He definitely changed the whole dimension of the squad. He's a winner, he's a leader. You know, he never says no. Even when we're playing bad, he's still the best player on the pitch. And, you know, sometimes I think we've missed that, you know, that one player who can just lift the players. You know, over the years, we've had some terrible results, you know, 8-2 at Man United. Like, it was horrific. You know, Arsenal Football Club shouldn't be going through things like that. And I just think it's been the lack of leaders. And I think he's definitely filled that role. We need more of that, though. We've missed that. You know, I still think we haven't replaced Vieira. You know, the Adams, the Keown, the guys who you can, you know, sometimes you can't just leave it down to the manager. You need the boss on the pitch as well, that could just give you that bit of motivation, you know, a bit of morale on the pitch to be like, you know what, guys, we need to go for it. And yeah, Sanchez, his performance is definitely shown that.
Probably the two most informed players for you at the moment, apart from Sanchez, is Giroud and Ozil, who wasn't that good at the start of the season but has come brilliant all of a sudden. I mean, what have you made of them two?
Giroud, best striker in the Premier League right now for me, without a doubt. I remember I was arguing with some Man United fans saying he's better than Falcao. Everyone was like, no, he's not. I'm like, mate, like, Falcao is, like, don't get me wrong, he's done well, but right now, Giroud, the man. Ozil, I got to put my hands up. I've been very, like, I've had given a lot of criticism over the coming few seasons, and he hasn't, for me, I haven't seen his full potential. Now he's starting to do really well. I think his injury is kind of weird. He came back, he's a bit more bigger, he's a bit more stronger. I think he's adapting to the Premier League a bit more. You know, he doesn't really like to chase back, but he's starting to add a few more things to his game. You know, you can't take nothing away from him. He's a fantastic player, but the Premier League don't really respect who you are as a player. You know, you go to Stoke, and if you don't perform, you'll get done. You know, you go to Burnley, they'll make sure you receive a tackle. You know, there's no royalty over it. So I think it's taken a bit of time for Ozil to get used to that, because I think in Spain it's a bit different. You know, there's a bit more like, you can't really, you know what I mean? So yeah, he's coming good. Better late than never. Amazing player. You know, I just hope he adapts more, because he's got the ability. So as long as he can just, you know, have more understanding of how the Premier League works, hopefully we'll get the best out of him.
Now, as an Arsenal fan, perhaps you can answer this one for us. Why can't you do it in Europe?
I ain't got a clue. I don't know. I ain't got a clue. I went to the Monaco game at Arsenal, and I just think we underestimated them. I don't think we took them seriously enough. That Berbatov goal was just silly. I don't understand why we left him so open. We should have just stuck to the scoreline there, and, you know, gone over there, and, you know, ultimately that's the goal that costed us. I don't know. I really don't know, man. It's like, what, the last 5 seasons we've gone at the same stage. Yeah. I don't know. I guess it's the only thing we can blame it, or not even blame it on the squad, but I think we just need to be stronger in depth. You know, because there's a few key players that wasn't even playing in the second leg, and, you know, we definitely need to improve in that. We definitely need to have a bigger squad. So, times like that, we've got someone who can come in, because Giroud's only 1+, and he can't play every single game. Cochrane's been playing amazingly. He's just come out of nowhere and doing amazing. But we still need to double up. We still need to make sure that we've got good players who can come slot right in and do a job.
You mentioned Wenger. There's a lot of Arsenal fans for, a lot of Arsenal fans against Wenger. Where do you sit on it? Do you think he should go at the end of the season?
But if I'm a yo-yo, I'll be honest with you. Like, Wenger just surprises me all the time. It's like, I'm like, we need a change, and then it's like we're second. It's like, Wenger's the man. Then something might happen, and we'll be like, Wenger's got to go. So, like, I mean, everyone's just frustrated, isn't it? It's like, he goes, who replaces him? And he's such an important person in the club, and we've seen when someone important leaves a big club like Man United, what happened to them. It's never been the same. It probably never will be. So again, it's that takes into play. But there needs to be change. I think there needs to be a bit of... they're evolving a little bit in terms of the way they do the transfers and policies and wages and stuff like that. But if we're going to attract the big players, we're going to have to adapt to what's going on in the Premier League. You know what I mean? If we want to get the Ronaldos and whoever, the Neymars, because that's what we need. We're Arsenal Football Club. Like, we need players like that who can come in, not Dilly Dolly who's 17, who's going to be the future. No, we need someone who's going to come in now and basically do a job for us, get 30 goals, come in, slot in the midfield, and he's a finished article. Not always building articles. That's the thing. I think we need to kind of like don't do that as well. But we need to just put the money where our mouth is. Like Ozil, here's 40 mil, Bosh, 200 grand a week, Bosh. Let's just get on with it. So I think that's definitely been holding us up, and we might not look as attractive to the top players because we won't pay the money that they're asking for. But slowly but surely we're changing. Ozil was a surprise one for me, so we'll see.
Your cousin, Emmanuel Frimpong, obviously left the Gunners, moved out to Russia. You still in contact with him?
Yeah, I speak to him all the time, man. He's having a good time over there, freezing his ass off. But yeah, good lad. He's I think it's at UFA FC.
UFA.
Yeah, in the Premier League over there. But he's having a good time, man. He's playing every game, injury free. Birdie told me that he may come back to England at some point. But yeah, he's having a good time. I'm just glad that he's having a good season, playing every single game, getting fit. And yeah, who knows? You might see him back here soon.
Finally, one last question. Obviously, you mentioned the squad could do with strengthening. Where would you strengthen the squad? And if you could sign one player for Arsenal, who would it be?
Where's the song squad needs strengthening? I think we need another striker. Welbeck's good. Big up Welbeck. He works hard. Good player. But I think we need someone as well to just who can just give them a little bit of help as well, a bit of rest. Giroud's doing fantastic, but he's human. He needs a rest. So I'll say a striker. I would also say another defensive midfielder. Cochrane's amazing. He's done brilliant for us. But I think if he gets injured, then who's going to replace him? So definitely a defensive midfielder. And you know what? I thought we might need a goalkeeper. Like, I don't know what's going on with a goalkeeper. Like Chesney, I don't know. Obviously, he's smoking and all that, and you know what I mean. And don't get me wrong, the guy we got in a minute, he's all right. He's cool, but I wouldn't be surprised if we're going for another goalkeeper. And if I could sign any player, one player I think we need, which I think will just be brilliant for us. Probably not going to happen, but like someone like a Costa or a Drogba, who, when you just see that name on the player sheet, defenders are just going to be like, mate, I don't want to be marking him. You know what I mean? It just adds almost that psychological, win already when you see Henry on the pitch. When you see
a bully up front, basically.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I just think we need one of them guys, and who can, score goals and rough up the defence a little bit. But yeah, but they're not available. But we'll see, man. I know Wenger's definitely got something up his sleeve.
Well, brilliant. It's been an absolute pleasure, and hopefully Arsenal can win the title for you next year.
Yeah, maybe this year. We're still mathematically in it. Don't.